Hi, so this is the video that takes you through the third weekly assignment. So this assignment also has two parts. The first part is to check your understanding of probability and hypotheses. So I've asked you to imagine that you have a theory that in the long run, drawing pins land pin up. Now, what are drawing pins? So drawing pins are the pins that you use to stick paper onto a wall. So these days, drawing pins usually have a metal point and a plastic head, a plastic cylindrical head. But I'm imagining the old style drawing pins, which used to have a semi-spherical head. So you've got a curved head and a metal point. So why am I talking about drawing pins, something obscure like this? The reason is because I want a situation which is like a coin toss, but is not a coin toss. It's a little bit more complicated because clearly the way the drawing pin lands, it's not obvious what the outcomes will be. And there are two possible orientations. One is with the curved side at the bottom and the pin sticking upwards. The other way is with the pin sticking downwards into the surface. Okay, so we've got the two possibilities, pin up and pin down. So we still have two possibilities like a coin toss, but it's not obvious how often those will occur. So I said, imagine your theory says that they land pin up 2/3 of the time and pin down the other third of the time. Now we have a competing theory. In this competing theory, the pins always land pin up. So if your theory is correct and you toss the drawing pin 3 times, which outcomes would disprove the competing theory? So you need to think about what the possible outcomes would be if you have 3 tosses. You then need to think about which of those outcomes would disprove the competing theory. Remember, I said normally we can't disprove or prove things. In this case, though, we can disprove the competing theory, right? So if you think about it, it is possible in this case because the competing theory says that it always lands pin up. So having worked out which outcomes disprove the competing theory, then you need to use the laws of probability to calculate what is the chance that the competing theory will be disproved. Okay? Now, the second part of the assignment is to create a stem and leaf display using a simple data set from your discipline. If you can't find a suitable data set from your discipline, feel free to choose any suitable data set where you have some idea what that data set means. Please do not use statistical software to generate the stem and leaf display. In other words, the whole point is I want you to do the calculations yourself by hand, but you can of course present the stem and leaf display using Word or any other software to input the outcome of your stem and leaf display, but I don't want you to use a statistics package to calculate the stem and leaf display for you. So I've said any data set with 15 to 30 data points is suitable. Less than 15 is too simple to be interesting. More than 30 and it takes too long for you to do the work and too long for me to check it. And then having got the stem and leaf display, I want you to identify the sample size, the minimum, the maximum, and the median for your data set. Okay? And I've given you some guidance for both parts. So part 1 means you need to make sure you're using the right probabilities. This is not a fair coin, so the probabilities are not a half. And you must provide the overall probability for disproof. And then for the second part, I'm reminding you of the things which are stated in the chapter on stem and leaf displays, which means you must not miss out empty stems, you must not miss out duplicate leaves, you must make sure that both the leaves and the stems are sorted properly, and you should double check the count of your leaves to make sure you haven't missed any, and hence you'll get the correct value for the median. You can also try counting up and down. You should get the same answer for the median, whether you count up or down, if you have done the leaf count correctly and you are counting the leaves in the right direction. And then the usual admin notes, your name and student number inside the assignment, up to 2 pages. Please submit via Moodle in A4 PDF format and only email direct to me if Moodle fails. Again, I do not confirm receipt or a pass, but I will email you if I fail to receive the assignment or if the assignment needs revision. Okay? That's the end of the video on assignment 3.